Libra, thanks for visiting. This is your reading for September the 10th, or maybe I should say September the 11th to September the 16th. And if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you would like to, only if you'd like to. I won't say any more in the introduction. I'm just going to get right on to your reading for lovely Libra. The first card you have, your past, is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess can be a little bit mysterious. She can be a bit, she can have a kind of a barrier between her and other people. She leaves things to the imagination sometimes. She keeps her wisdom to herself. So I'm seeing in this card that, you know, you were trying to get through to someone at this time. I'm seeing someone had a barrier, some kind of invisible wall up in between you and them. They were trying to kind of put a kind of a hand up between you, be a bit standoffish in a way. And I'm seeing that you really, really wanted to talk to this person. You really wanted to communicate with this person. There was some kind of atmosphere between you, and you knew that. You really felt this atmosphere. But nothing was said. They weren't saying anything. They weren't saying, I feel like this for this reason. They weren't being upfront about this. There was a lot of mystery about this. You weren't sure what was going on with this person. Now, obviously, you wanted to break through this atmosphere, but I'm not seeing you getting any clarity at this time. I'm not seeing they were giving you any clear answers. They might have said, oh, everything's fine, or they might have just not said much at all, or just said nothing. And you're really frustrated trying to get, you know, to the core of whatever this was. It might have been very important. You might have been wanting to get some really important information from this person, some information you needed. This is probably a love situation. I'm seeing that. I'm just seeing that. So yes, you're really frustrated. I'm feeling that frustration as well. If it wasn't important information, it was just a case of someone being very distant, that's frustrating as well. It doesn't matter what the reason was. The point that, you know, someone's putting up a barrier between you and not wanting to talk to you, especially in a love situation when, you know, they're supposed to love you and care about you, is really, really frustrating and really upsetting. I know that. I'm just seeing that, you know, if they're not talking to you or they're not kind of telling you what's going on, just try to get some distance from that yourself. Try to get some perspective from this if this is still going on with you. And think about whether you really want to communicate with someone who doesn't want to communicate with you. Obviously, if this is a love situation where you truly care about them, it's really hard and really hurtful, and your emotions are in this. Of course they are. But try and get some space for a while, because what I'm seeing is going to happen is if you pull away for a while, I don't mean stop talking to them or say, well, I'm not talking to you, or going off in a half or anything like that. Try and keep your calm. Just take a distance, take some time off, you know, go and do your own thing, whatever. Just let them come to you. Now, they're either going to come to you and they're going to fill the gap, they're going to come back and then you can have a proper talk, or they're going to just not do that. They're not going to come back. And then you'll know where you stand. That sounds really harsh and that sounds really difficult, and I know when your emotions are in this, it's really hard to do that. But I think that's the only way you're going to be able to solve this, or get to the bottom of this, or know whether this person really cares about you properly or not. Because you've tried talking to them, I've seen that, and they're not answering you, or they're not communicating properly. So you've tried other things. It's not like you're just kind of moving away from them. You've tried other things. And so really this is the only thing you can really do now. Just see how they behave. And yes, I'm sorry you're going through this, if you are going through this. The next card you have, your past, is the Seven of Swords. Yes, there could have been some secrets going on around this, because this card is about, you know, deception, hiding things, doing things that aren't right, and the High Priestess can be about hiding things as well sometimes. So I'm not seeing a third party or anything like that, but there is something that's being kept a secret. There's something that they're keeping from you, or they were at this time, they might still be now. yes, this person could have been ashamed of something actually. They might have been ashamed of you finding out something about them. That's what I'm seeing. They might have not wanted you to ask questions about something. They might have been worried about you unveiling something, because the High Priestess has a veil behind her. She has a veil and she doesn't want anyone to see what's behind the veil, and so that might be what's happening here. I'm seeing there might actually, okay, this is probably only going to resonate with a few people, probably not everyone, but this is what I'm seeing, so I'll just say what I'm seeing. There might have been some illegal behaviour going on in this person's past. It might be something like that. It might be something that they don't want to be dug up, or whatever this is. I'm seeing that they were ashamed of whatever this was, illegal behaviour, something. They might have been arrested, they might have had something like that go on with them. And I'm seeing that just they're very ashamed, and that tells me that it's not something they do today. I'm seeing they've learned from whatever this was, they've moved on from that. But there was a part of them that just did not want you to find out about this. They didn't want you to know about this. That's what I'm seeing in that card. The last card you have, your past, is the Hierophant. So yes, the Hierophant, obviously it can be about rules, it can be about organised religion, it can be about tradition and things like that. So I'm seeing this person probably did go against the rules, against society's rules at one time in their life. But again, I'm seeing this isn't something that they do today. It's not something that they do now. This Hierophant has, keys at his feet. I don't know if you can see that on camera. No, you can't. So move that on so you can see. So he has some keys at the bottom of his feet. So obviously this is telling me again, you wanted to try and get close to this person, and you couldn't, because you couldn't open the key. You couldn't open up the gate. Use the key to open up the gate to get through to this person. You're kind of locked out. That's what I'm seeing. The other thing I'm seeing with this card is that, again, this person does have a pure heart. They went against the rules in the past, but they wouldn't do that today. Because if you look at this Hierophant's robe, it's red, but underneath this robe it's white, which to me represents purity. So they still have, they have a pure heart at this time. They wouldn't do what they did in the past. Maybe when they were younger, they made some stupid mistakes and they regretted. It might be something like that. It's definitely in the past, whatever this is. But yes, there is some shame around that. And the Hierophant can be about that too, because it can be about organised religion. It can be about the guilt that goes around with that, confession, all of that kind of thing. So the first card you have for your future is the Eight of Cups. So sometimes I see this card as, walking away, but then coming back around again, going around a hill, going around that mountain, and then walking back around toward you again. That's what I often see in this card. There's a Wall of Cups in this card, and this represents a wall of emotions as well. So you're probably still feeling very emotional about this person and about this kind of distance that you have between you and this person. And you're seeing them through a gap, through a window of your emotions. You have this kind of wall of emotions there, and you have this little gap, this little window, and you're looking at them through that gap in your emotions. That's what I'm seeing. Now, it looks like they're walking away. It looks like, obviously, you think they're distancing themselves from you. They're becoming more and more and more distant. That's how you're feeling. But I'm actually seeing them eventually coming back around to talk to you. They're going to walk around this hill and come back around again. Because if you look at the water in this card, it's flowing water. It's not still, it's flowing. And this water is flowing toward you. It's flowing toward the front of this card. So this person does have very strong feelings toward you. They have very strong emotions toward you, flowing toward you. And they are going to come back around, I'm seeing. But in the meantime, you're going to have to wait for this. You're going to have to wait for this. Now, I'm not saying that you should be sitting around just waiting for them, saying, when are they coming back? That's a bit crazy. So sorry, I don't mean to say that, but yes, try to put this energy into yourself, because putting this energy into someone while you're waiting for them, when they are going to come back, is just wasted energy. You know they're going to come back. Well, I'm telling you, they are going to come back. So try to put this energy into yourself, because I'm seeing that you put so much energy into this person. You put so much energy and time and everything into this situation and this person. Try to give yourself the same energy. Focus on yourself. Now, you deserve to be focused on. You deserve to give yourself that energy and take care of yourself. Do some nice things for yourself. Do some things you enjoy by yourself. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your present is the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is two things. She's a good mixture of two things. She's like, she's very nurturing, she's very kind, but she's also very logical, she's very practical, she's earthy, she's, you know, coins. So yes, I hope you're focusing on yourself. I hope you're taking care of yourself. And the other thing I'm seeing in this card is that you're not the kind of person who just jumps up and walks away at the first problem. You're very stable. That's what the Queen of Pentacles represents as well. Stability, caring and stability. So I'm seeing that you are going to wait for this person to come back, for one, and you're going to be prepared to listen to what they have to say when they come back and speak to you, because you are very caring. So you have patience, you're waiting, you're like a rock to them, you're stable, you're not jumping off at the first problem, and you know, you're there to listen to them, you're there to care about this person. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is that you're working very hard at something. I'm seeing that this could be your career, this could be your normal work, it could be a side business, it could be something else like that. I'm seeing a while ago, probably around a year or so ago, maybe even more than that, maybe a year and a half ago or something like that, you had a big problem financially. You lost a lot of money. I'm not sure what happened, but you had a big hit financially. It was a big problem. It was really, really stressful for you. Since that time, you've been building up your finances again. You're rebuilding that, and you're still in the process at this time of rebuilding your money up again. I'm seeing that you are going to make a big financial recovery, I'm seeing, and things are going to be similar to the way they were before you had this financial hit. But it's going to take time. You know it's going to take time. And again, you're very patient, because the Queen of Pentacles is very patient. So you're still building that up, and I'm seeing that is going to recover again. So that's really good. The last card you have for your present is Justice. Okay. Yes, I know. Okay. I sound like I'm repeating myself. I know I'm going to say a similar thing again. I'm sorry about that. I get into trouble for repeating myself, but I keep on seeing the same things. Sometimes I see the same things over and over again, the same message in different cards, because obviously this is a strong message that has to come out to you. I'm seeing two things in this card. I'm seeing this thing that this person's ashamed of, afraid of you finding out about. Again, Justice card, this could be a crime. This could be a legal situation that they regret. And yes, that reflects what I'm seeing in the Hierophant. They really do regret this. They're actually a very different person to the way they were. I'm seeing that again, the way they were in the past. And again, they're afraid of being judged. They're afraid of you finding this out. So there's a big fear of you judging them, and there's a big fear of other people, probably mutual friends, probably people you know, your family, people like that around you. They're afraid that people are going to judge them. That's what I'm seeing. But you're not going to judge them. You're a very open heart, you're a very open mind, and you're a very caring person. You're not going to judge this person, and you're going to be there for them when they come back. I keep on seeing that again. So the first card you have for your future is the Sun. This is a very, very beautiful card. It's so beautiful. This beautiful child and this beautiful the sunflower, everything about this card I love. And yes, this card can be about breakthroughs, If you look at the child on this horse, they've come past a wall, they've kind of broken through this difficult wall, and they've come through into happiness, into freedom. They're so much happier, they're kind of relieved and happy. Yeah, they're free, and you're going to have a breakthrough with this person. This person is going to come back. I keep on seeing that. They're going to come back and talk to you. You're going to find out exactly what this is that they're afraid of, whatever was going on in their past. And I'm seeing they're going to gradually realise that, you know, you're there for them. You're not going anywhere. You're the Queen of Pentacles. You're stable and you're caring. And you're always going to be there for them. That's what I'm seeing. And they're going to realise that. And yes, if you think about the sun, it's always there. It doesn't change. I mean, the moon goes through phases, but not the sun. It just stays the same all the time. And the other thing about the sun is it brings light. It brings clarity onto things. So yes, you're going to find out what this is. It's going to come out into the open, but there's not going to be any fear around this. There's not going to be any judgment about this. So this is going to be very freeing for this person. They kept all of this to themselves and they were really, really stressed about this. And then once you found out and they find out you're not judging them, they're going to feel really free. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your future is the Two of Pentacles. So yes, yes, nothing's ever perfect. You're going to come out of this, you're going to come together again, you're going to be a lot happier than you were at the beginning. That's what I'm seeing, before all of this happened, before you kind of had this problem with this distancing. You're going to have ups and downs with this person again. Of course, in the future, everything isn't going to be perfect. It never is with anyone ever. But you know, even though you're going to have these ups and downs in your future again, everyone has them, that's fine. But look at this infinity symbol. This problem is going to pull you apart. It's going to keep you together even more. And the infinity symbol is telling me that you're in there for the long haul. You're going to be together for a long, long time. Any trials that you have, you're going to get through them. And you're going to be looking back on this time and you're going to be saying, oh, we got through that, we can get through this other thing. So it's that kind of thing. So again, I'm seeing, you know, things are going to be much better, much stronger after everything's out in the open, after you know everything. They know they're coming clean. They know you're not going to judge them. And yes, again, you're going to have ups and downs in your future like everyone else, but you're going to get through them and you're going to be a lot stronger because, you know, you're more honest with each other now. That's what I'm seeing, or you're going to be at this time. The last card you have for your future is the Four of Cups. So yes, this is reflecting what I'm seeing in the Two of Pentacles. There are going to be some ups and downs coming up for you again in your future, but nothing terrible, and you're going to get through whatever this is. This person might even go through a time of distancing themselves again. They might go through a time of withdrawal again in the future. I'm seeing this is probably their default. When they come up against something that's difficult or a problem, or they're scared or something, they might kind of go into their little shell again. That's what I'm seeing. They don't want to come out and accept any help. They don't want to talk, all of that kind of thing. But you're going to know what this is again when you see it. You're going to say, ah, I know what this is. This person's been through this before. They're withdrawing. I just have to wait it out or whatever. You're not going to be as stressed. You're not going to be as stressed as you were in the High Priestess back then. You're going to feel a lot more calm about this, and you'll get through this. Again, you'll get through everything in the future. Like everyone else, ups and downs, but you'll get through it. That's what I'm seeing, because you have the sun and you have the infinity symbol, so you do have a very positive future ahead of you. That's what I'm seeing. So Libra, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone, but again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe if you'd like to, or leave a comment if you'd like to. And thank you so much for your patience, and thank you so much for watching.